you have a moment. And this very second, I know you feel the beat. Do you feel the rhythm all the way?
Welcome back to our channel. It's your girl Tamaar Stitches. So today I want to show us how to draft and sew a tulip wrap trouser. I will make an illustration with this my pattern paper here, just to show you how to draft one. If you are just joining us for the first time, you are highly welcome. This is Tamaar Stitches, where no knowledge is a waste. So I would like you to share our video, give us thumbs up once you watch our video. I will always be there to provide every support. If you have any question, we have our online classes also. Just send a WhatsApp to the number on the screen and we'll attend to you. You can also put your questions on the comment section, and believe you me, we will be there to attend to you. Thank you. So first of all, to get a beautiful tulip wrap pant, you need a material that is that flows, like a crepe, a chiffon, a lycra, anything that flows. That's what brings the beauty of a tulip wrap trouser. Anything wrap to start with. So I want to use this paper, like I earlier said, to make a small pattern, an illustration. So you see, because working with chiffon, I'm using chiffon presently, is on my table already. I've already folded it. So I want to show you how I folded it by using this pattern paper. So now let's assume this is your material. Okay, it's wide open. First of all, you fold it like this. You fold it. Now here is the folded part. Then you fold it again. Now you fold it again. Working with trying to draft a wrap trouser, you'll be cutting the front and the back together. So the measurements you'll be needing are just the waist, the clutch length, and then the length of the pants you want to draft. So for here now, I've folded it like I said, an open paper, fold the first time, then fold it again. Now when you fold, I'm going to have folded edges here and folded edges here. Now by the time you cut this line, you're going to be having two sides of the pants, the front and the back. So now to mark the clutch, you put the tape, you can sit, run the tape from where you sit down, whatever you get there is what you use, or you divide your hip by 4. All depends on how you want to get your crotch length. But remember, working with anything wrap, you need allowance. So whatever your crotch length is, you add 1 inch to it, so it will be very free. It brings out the beauty the more. So working with, showing this illustration, I could just use the clutch of 4 inches. Then I'll be using now the width on the waistline, because when you are drafting for, let's say, assume a waist from 40 to 42, you can use 5 inches here for your crotch curve down, as in from this is the waistline, the folded part here, which I'm going to open up is the waistline. So you're going to be using 5 inches here, then with your crotch length, which I'm going to curve out to get the crotch. So on the purpose of this illustration, I'm just going to put 2 here, and then you curve it to get your clutch out. See that? Now I have marked out my clutch. While we extend the width of the clutch is so that it will accommodate the both of us well, and it will sit in well on your body. And again, is a wrap. So let me cut it off and show you. If I cut this my clutch open now, And this is what I have. Now this is front, this is back. You can see that U shape I got. So I'm going to be opening these sides are already open. So I'm going to be stitching this round like this as it is. I'll take it to the machine and I'll stitch it. Then you can now open it up to see how it is. I'll turn it. So I just want you to know how to fold it. It's the folding I'm showing you basically. So you see how it looks. This is our clutch and here. So for that tulip now, you have to make a curve. You get your hip, your waist measurement plus 4 to 5 inches allowance, so that by the time you wrap, is a wrap, so I can come at least more than half of the waist. It will leave this side of your waist and this come to the front. So 4 to 5 inches is okay. Then you're going to be inserting a rope on it. So let's assume I'm putting 3 inches here. So what I'm going to do now to get that tulip is to go like this, curve it out. It's that simple. So let me cut it and show you. Now this is the shape I have. Can you see that? So beautiful. See that? So I'm going to stitch here, then we can now open it up. And you have your trouser, your tulip pant. So let me go back to the material and we'll continue from there. So like I was saying earlier, in the illustration I did, I have folded my material like I taught you in the illustration. It is already folded. You can see that here. It's already folded to give me the front and the back of this tulip pant. So I'm coming to the edge where I showed you the folded edge here. That's where I'm going to be inserting my clutch length. For the one I'm using, for the person I'm sewing for, the clutch we are meant to use here is 14 inches plus allowance. So plus the allowance, I'm using 14 inches. I mark the length of my clutch here as 14 inches. Hope you can see that. Now for the width of the clutch I'm using here, I'll be using 6 inches. You can go as high as 7, from 4, 5, 6, depends on how big the person is. So from here now, I'm going to make a curve. I'm going to mark out the clutch now. Now working with a chiffon material, it moves a lot, so you have to be careful and pin them down. That was why I didn't want to fold with the material. So I've marked out our clutch. You can see that here. Then the length, don't forget the length of the trouser, of the pant. The length I'm using here is 43.5. So I'm going to mark that. Hope my camera is getting all of it. 43.5. So I can mark off all the rough edges. I'm inserting the length of the trouser. So let me trim it off. Trimmed off I've gotten the length, I've trimmed off the excess down. So now I'll be inserting the waist measurement plus 4 inches. 4 or 5 inches, depends on you. Waist measurement divided by 4 plus 4 inches. So I'm just going to mark it here. So I'll take it all the way down so that I can curve it out. So now pay attention to this. I don't know, I see my choke. I don't know why it's like this. So now, to get that tulip style, what we need to do is to come to the hem here, come up by I can say 4 inches or 5 inches. Now we're going to be making a curve from here. We'll not make a curve anyway, a semi-circle curve. See if you are making a half circle. When I cut it now, you see the chalk is not showing well. I've gone to change it, but it's still there. So make a semi curve. So I will now trim it off and you'll see how it looks. Can look at it now. I've cut off the clutch here. You can see how beautiful it is. Now look at the down part. Now see that half circle look. That makes it a tulip wrap pant. So what I'm going to do now is to open it up and pin it down. To open up and pin it down. Have to be careful with chiffon, it moves a lot. So open it up like this. You can see that. You can see that. Careful for it not to pull out. So you can see that U shape it gives. That's the clutch now. So I'm going to pin it all around and take it to the machine and stitch it. I'll come and show you. Stitch it and weave it. Stitching the crotch area together. You have to be careful stitching chiffon. It moves a lot, so you have to be careful. Give it a little push while you work on it. And I've joined that crotch level. If you look now, you can see it. You can see the pant is already forming. You can see that. So what I need to do now is to cut 2 stripes. I've already cut strips. I'm going to be attaching here on the waist as a waistband. You can't leave the edges rough like this. So I'm going to be using that waistband. Now we have 2 pieces, the front and the back. So I'm going to be using this waistband I've already cut. Fold it. I cut 1.5 very long strips of about 60. So I'm going to be placing it here as a band. Notch the center, get the center, then place it at the center of the clutch and stitch it together all the way down. So I have to have some extra for you to tie. Same thing on the other side. So I'm going to do that for this and this, the front and the back. Once I'm done with that, you can see this is how our pant is forming. So I'm going to be using these bias strips. I like the color. This goes well with the material. So I'm going to be using it to neatly fold the edges because it's going to be open. So I'm going to be using it to fold the edges so it will look very beautiful. Once we are done, our tulip palazzo pant is ready to be rocked. So if this tutorial has been helpful, please give us thumbs up, like and share our video. Don't forget to subscribe. If you are just viewing my channel, please subscribe to my channel. And I appreciate all of you who have stayed and watched my video to the fullest. Thank you very much. Don't forget to leave your comments, any comments, a request, a compliment. It all helps us in this online training we do. And if you want to brush up on your skills, I'm always there. Just send a WhatsApp to the WhatsApp number on the screen and we will attend to you. You will join our online classes and you'll be blessed. No knowledge is a waste. Tamaar Stitches love you. Bye.